game against an elite team, okay, this is the night. Now, you don't have Jonathan Kuminga, but can Chase Center provide a little magic?
You need that road energy if you're the Warriors, and you talked about the Mavs, the 7 in a row.
In either of the two Mavericks games, he will play in both of the games against Dallas this week.
I'm sure Draymond was looking forward to this matchup. He's going to guard and pick and rolls. He's going to really try to set the tone defensively. One of the things defensively you have to think about with this team that's new this year is the transition defense. The Mavericks' pace is way up from a year ago, and they're getting a lot more fast break points. They're using all the athletes they have. They're running the floor, so you better get back so you can get stops and then counterattack.
Dallas beat the Warriors twice, once here and once in Dallas. Both were by 10 points. They play the Mavericks tonight as well as Friday in Dallas. And the opening tap controlled by Andrew Wiggins. So Steph, along with Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Trayce Jackson-Davis, the starters for the Dubs.
Andrew Wiggins had to make Luka work.
He goes right out. Luka to begin the game, just off back iron. And here comes Luka Doncic along with Derrick Jones Jr. We got Daniel Gafford, P.J. Washington, and Kyrie Irving. Wiggins did such a great job on Doncic 2 years ago in the Western Finals, and he did it by forcing him left, just like that. And then Draymond fouling low. Luka traveled before the foul. And the Warriors catch a break. And Luka caught one in the face.
So you got to hit Luka, and you don't even get penalized for it. He probably doesn't even know it's a travel and a turnover. And the Warriors, unless they're calling a timeout here, they should get the ball and go.
That's what John Goble is ready to hand the ball to Draymond.
They're trying to get the bench out of the way.
So Jason Kidd, he uses size on Steph. Derrick Jones Jr. is an elite dunk champion with a big wingspan. Wiggins down the lane, he attacks Gafford. And Daniel Gafford, since being acquired at the deadline from Washington, he's made Dallas's defense top 3.
He cleans up a lot of mistakes like Draymond. There, Luka got caught watching, but he was there to help.
Washington out of the corner, bottoming at 3. So he had 12 in the victory over Houston. Only shooting 31% on threes, but better in a Maverick uniform. That pass in and out of Trayce Jackson-Davis's hands.
And better when he's got his feet set like that in rhythm.
Kyrie Irving, he bottoms at 3. Now, Warriors 10th best from three-point land. Dallas is 11th. But when Dallas gets on a roll, they can be super hot from beyond the arc.
And they've been shooting it really well during this 12-game stretch. And this is the start they were looking for.
Yeah, their only loss was to Oklahoma City, and that was on the road where Luka didn't play. Otherwise, they're 11-1 in those 12 games.
The second game of a back-to-back.
Way down the lane. Okay, you just saw in 2 minutes the difference between these two teams. The Warriors are 23rd in turnovers. Jason Kidd's Mavericks are 4th. One team takes care of the ball, and one team doesn't. And that's why their records, one team has 45 wins, and they're 23-14 on the road and play good basketball. And then the Warriors, the turnovers are their plague.
You had the right idea. You were trying to get into the paint and kick it back out. And I talked about the Mavs and how much they've improved defensively, guarding the paint. Much better there. You got a little more rim protection, some more to think about when you go inside.
Luka is the maestro. That size and strength and skill and all the ball screens, and he tries to go one-on-one, and he's a great passer as well. And he likes that left wing 3. That's his favorite spot. So 3 threes for the Mavs. And the Warriors, the first thing you'd like to do is get a shot up here and not throw the ball away.
Try to get on the board at some point.
Klay driving. Gafford is there and knocked out of bounds. It'll be Warrior ball.
And Gafford is making him think. He's there to help. This is Luka on the left side. He loves it. They change the angle of the screen. Steph is a little late getting out there. Then Wiggins is trying to recover. A little subtle step back. That's all he needs.
Klay with a warm-up 3. There you go. First Warrior bucket of the night.
And Kyrie got hung up on that Trayce Jackson-Davis screen.
6th alone all-time in NBA history for Klay Thompson. Surpassing Kyle Korver with that. Draymond played Gafford well. Gafford deflected, but Draymond's got it.
You got to up your force level on that side of the floor. Draymond wanted to do it.
See Kyrie digging in on Steph defensively. Curry three, almost banked it home.
Washington Jr. in there trying to post Steph up.
The early seal and the baby hook, but the ricochet out to Trayce Jackson-Davis. Do you want to run with Dallas?
You're okay with that. You test their transition defense.
Another Warrior turnover. Wiggins took it back, and the Warriors fortunate there.
Especially if you could beat Gafford down the floor. He's the guy, he's just waiting in the middle there. He's going to rack up those block shots. And their set defense has been more stout lately.
I think you said it perfectly. You don't want Gafford to set up shop, and then you can't go to the rim. If you can run early before he gets down the 94 feet, take a shot at it.
Yeah, their defense on the season is 21st, but during this stretch, it's 3rd.
Oh, Trayce Jackson-Davis. He went naked handoff and left-handed spike.
Sometimes you just got to trick him. Go fake handoff. That Steph's coming off of there. It's way more lethal.
Luka wanted the body bump there, but he initiated the contact. Draymond deflected that away. Shot clock at 3. Washington will get a blocking foul on Steph and then flip in the ball. So an opportunity for the field goal and the foul.
Steph is trying to figure out what he's supposed to do there. He was moving to his left, and they'll say that, but here's the fake handoff. It's actually Klay Thompson coming off of there. Pretty lethal still, and Gafford bit on it just a little bit. This is what just happened. And Steph is moving a little bit, but it was the offensive player initiating all of it.
GP2 should always be the one mic'd up. That was an unsuccessful challenge, but a really cool move by P.J. Washington. You just take your arm and shove a guy to the ground, and it's a foul on him because he fell down. So that's a move that they got to start teaching at Warrior camps.
He basically just ran Steph over. We talked about Washington only being 31% from three-point range, but through the last 4 games, he's over 10 points, and he shot 44% from three-point range. So the way he's playing lately, he's feeling better.
I think Steph's got to change his number next year, because the whistle that guy who wears number 30 gets makes no sense on either end of the court.
Maybe the 77 was what number?
I just come to some different number. Start calling yourself Wardell or something, because Steph Curry is the most misofficiated superstar in the NBA. Warriors come up with a stop. Dallas is off to a nice beginning at 11-5. Draymond 3 is flat. Washington will track it down.
Sending a lot of pressure to Steph, double teaming him.
Washington missing there. So, Coletta, if I'm guarding you and you just decide to put your arm and then just shove me to the ground and it's a foul on me, that's really cool. Like, this is, what move is this?
Well, he started out going right, and he's trying to change direction, go back left. You can say Steph is still moving. I'd like to see a no call there, not a foul on the defense.
Thank you. You just said it perfectly. It's not an offensive foul. It's not a defensive foul. But that is a blocking foul, a field goal, and a free throw for Draymond Green.
I told you they're sending a lot of pressure to Steph, and he sees that. They kind of tried to switch that one late, and you see Draymond's defender stay up.
What was Kyrie Irving doing there?
I don't know.
He had his hands across his chest.
Yeah, there's nothing. He wanted no parts of that play, clearly.
So, an interesting first 5 minutes, and it results in a Dallas 3-point lead. And when deflected, Gafford with good hands. Gafford off back iron, and Klay Thompson comes out of the pack.
That was a good Luka double team, and Trayce is there waiting for him at the rim.
Got to make Luka work on the other end. Curry 3, we're tied.
You like that handoff because Andrew Wiggins got a piece of Derrick Jones Jr. A lot of pick and roll right now. Who reads it better? Who defends it better?
Jay Washington's been active here. Switched to the right hand, drew the foul, and flipped it in.
Look at Draymond and Gafford inside. Watch out now.
Pushing and shoving there.
2 grown men going at it. Remember, Draymond hasn't seen this team yet, so Here's, you see Gafford and Draymond kind of fighting down low, fighting for positioning. There's nothing there. Kyrie Irving comes in there. Steph Curry comes in there. Let's just all get along. That was a swipe down on Thompson guarding Washington there. Washington's off to a really great start for him.
So a couple three-point play opportunities for the Mavs. Both teams not shooting it well. Warriors at 40%. Dallas at 42, but P.J. Washington's been active with those 8 points. Wiggins left wing 3. That's the difference the last 2 months. Andrew Wiggins shooting 43% on threes.
They used Steph as a decoy there. He just screened Doncic, and Doncic didn't even think about fighting over that.
Kyrie stepped out of bounds. How would you guard Luka Doncic?
Whew. That's tough. Well, you try to get up into him. You got to move your feet. First of all, you pray that he doesn't have that step back going. But I would be looking for that step back, kind of angle my body so I can get a good contest or a good enough contest. Just try to use my length.
Draymond threw it backwards. P.J. Washington was ready. Tim Hardaway Jr., Dante Exum, and Gafford dunking off the Warrior turnover.
There's a little miscommunication back door there, trying to figure out, okay, who's going to stay with Gafford.
Step down the lane. And of course, there's never a foul, and Curry gets knocked to the ground. It's a cool factor in the league right now. Kyrie missing there, and Steph is beside himself in the front court.
That is one of the worst missed calls I've seen all season. Gafford landed on top of him.
And Wiggins will go to the line.
I don't understand it, man. Steph, they might need to.
We're running out of descriptions here. So Curry goes down the lane.
Look,
Exum's fouling him there. That's a foul first. Now Gafford is here. He's going to jump in and foul him again.
He got sandwiched.
And that's not a foul on Steph Curry?
There's like 4 fouls there.
What game are we watching?
I don't know. I'm not. They got to write a letter or something. I don't know what's going on here.
I'm pretty sure
was
Warrior telecasts,
unbelievable.
they go into the ether and the internet and the world and
we don't.
a bit. What is going on?
And we don't like killing the refs or talking about the refs that way. But that was awful.
The NBA officials are the best in the world, and they officiate 449 guys pretty well. But there's one out of the 450 that they're clueless. It makes no sense.
It's really weird. They just turn a blind eye to it or something.
Exum down the lane, and Trace Jackson Davis sends Steph on his way. Push ahead Wiggins, and he'll fly in to finish.
You just channel this frustration. See if you can go on a run here. Finish out this second part of this first quarter.
Podziemski taking a turn on Luka. Step through, and he's just amazing. He's such an amazing player.
He's got the body control, the deceleration, the footwork. He's got it all.
Podziemski setting up Trace Jackson Davis.
Podziemski gets it. When in doubt, just attack and see if you can take defenders with you inside and set Trace up.
Got to send Luka one direction there. They're trying to get him left. He gets back right. And then somehow cycles it around for the open 3. That was all Doncic's creation, but Washington is 1 of 3 from distance, and the Warriors continue with 5 giveaways.
And Podziemski kind of stopped there. Draymond thought he was going to keep going. It's the assists, it's the rebounds. He affects the game in every single way.
So GP2 going to take a turn. They ISO Luka. He's going for the post up, the spin, the left hand, and the pin. My goodness. This guy's incredible.
He's got every shot in the book.
6'7", 230. At age 25, that was tremendous defense. He's just otherworldly.
He's going lefty there.
GP2 saved the turnover. Shot clock at 7. Gary will drive on Luka, put it up and out. And a foul on Looney on the rebound.
And Looney's trying to get some extra possession because you're missing shots right now. You've turned the ball over 5 times.
10. Half their points are points off turnovers from Warrior giveaways.
Crazy. You're just helping them out.
Dante Exum with Tim Hardaway Jr. Maxi Kleber checking in with Dwight Powell and Luka Doncic.
It's a tough matchup for GP2.
Giving him a 2-way go. And then Doncic He's 4 of 7.
He's too shifty. You can't get a beat on him. A lot of guys, you can figure out their rhythms, the way they move, their moves. You can't do that with him.
He was leading the league in scoring. GP2 missing there. With all of that, the Warriors are in the game. They're here. Podziemski holding on to Doncic.
See, that's one way to guard him. Just try not to let him catch it. Just hold him before he grabs it. But it's the pump fakes. It's the footwork. Look how he takes his time. You can't rush him. You're expecting that step back. So GP2 jumps, leaves his feet, and it's a pretty easy look.
And he even did a little Nowitzki there on the one leg fall away.
He's got all those shots.
The Jason Kidd, this is what good coaches do. They just go back to the same stuff that works.
Just came up under.
Going to post up. GP2 draw a foul, and now the Warriors are over the limit, so that'll be free throws.
GP2 just had his arm out, and that time Luka anticipated a double team coming and just went in between before it could really get there and get set. Man, he's got all the moves.
He had 73 in that game at Atlanta on January 26th, fourth most in NBA history. But it's not just the scoring, because it's the 9 rebounds. It's nearly 10 assists a game.
And the scoring is a big part of it. I mean, he had 47 last game against the Rockets.
He gets to the line 9 times a game. Giannis 11. Curry 38th. four free throws a game.
Well, he could change his number to 77.
That would be funny. If Steph next year came out, his number was 77. Luka 1 of 2 from the line.
All the Mavs are in the bonus.
Dallas has a chance to maybe get to the 4 seed. That's what 11 out of 12 will do for you. Moody off the bench and right into the bucket. Moses' 3-point shot was terrific on the road. And he's tied the game.
He's played so well lately, and they've needed it.
3 straight double-figure scoring games for Moses Moody.
You're holding him. You're doing a little too much.
And you're over the limit, so Gary there with another foul.
Yeah, Coach Kerr's like, don't do that. You just got to leave your hands out of it. We can't have that right now. These are free points.
And Steve did the right thing. He just told Gary, like, you're holding on to him.
Look at him grabbing his jersey. They're watching him. These are one of the guys that gets the free throw line a ton. So they have their eyes on you if you're guarding Doncic.
Yeah, and once you're over the limit, you got to realize these are just freebies.
Yeah. We talked about him stuffing his stat sheet. A lot of it is 1A and 1B just because Steph is a better all-around shooter. But for him, he just shoots it so easy and gets it off at any time against anybody.
So Luka's got 12 of Dallas's 25 points. He had 47 in the game against Houston in their last game. Moody another 3. That one off iron. And Tim Hardaway Jr. with the rebound. Moody will take a turn on Doncic. Wiggins is guarding him. GP2 is guarding him. He made him give it up. Lebo breaking the paint. Hardaway Jr. the 3. Anyone but Luka shooting is a good idea.
It's the double teams and rotate.
And Luka guarding Looney. Chris Paul on back iron there. Dallas Mavericks, a quality defensive team. The offense is amazing. Moody made that a tough shot. Podziemski on the speed dribble. And he slowed down to get some contact, and he'll be out of bounds off the Warriors.
But Kleba slowed down too.
He did.
Tried to decel. Give him credit. I'm okay with this no call.
That's perfectly called.
I mean, there's a swipe down, but there's a lot of ball there.
Yeah, that was not a foul. Doncic, another 3.
Moody's done a good job.
Steph and Clay sitting here. Where do the Warriors go offensively? Moody's had all he could eat in terms of open 3s. Chris Paul tried to get it to Looney. Skip past GP2, corner 3. Warriors 4 of 9 from distance.
But they're getting stops too, though. The Mavs aren't running away with it.
Look at Moody continue to work. Yeah, the Warriors shooting 38% from the field with the 5 turnovers. The Mavs at 40%, but it's the 10-2 points off turnovers.
And remember last time we saw Dallas in Dallas, Luka didn't have a big game.
It was Kyrie. Kyrie right on cue, right to the rim.
Yeah, Yeah, they got two of their guys in right now. Steph is sitting, so as great as the bench has been all season, you need to get going here.
2 for 1 to end this quarter. There's the free one, and Chris Paul lasers the 3. So a 9-second big clock, little clock difference winding down this first quarter. Doncic gets Looney on a switch. Shot clock at 7. Luka inside, and Warriors played the D. Kyrie, he traveled. So multiple bodies at Doncic. Anything to get the ball out of his hands.
That was amazing Looney defense, too. He contained. Finally, as soon as Doncic got inside, extra bodies came, and he tried the fancy pass. It was a little off target, and because of that, Irving traveled.
This is one of the things I love about Steve Kerr.
Every possession.
You get one final possession. All right, Steph in, Clay in, like play. This possession now in the first quarter counts just the same as something in the fourth.
Bro, you got a chance to win the quarter.
Down to 5. Chris Paul from the baseline. 3 seconds of defense needed. Kyrie knocked away by Chris Paul, and that will do it for the quarter.
That was a Chris Paul personal 2 for 1.
Doing what they can for autism acceptance. I think it's terrific.
I love that. The NBA saw this is a great cause. Let's all get involved. Two shoots, too.
Yeah, I mean, Scott Morrison asked Will Hardy, the Jazz coach, hey, would you wear this? He's like, yeah, I'm going to ask all the head coaches. What are you talking about?
Of course.
Moody pulled the string short. It's Moody, Trace Jackson Davis with Podziemski, Clay, and Chris Paul.
You don't want to leave Dante Exum for threes either. He's over 51% from gas range.
A remarkable turnaround for Exum as Kyrie unable to finish because Trace Jackson Davis was there.
He's a presence inside. They got Gafford. Warriors have Trace.
Moody didn't want that 3. He shovels it inside. That's good hands by Kyrie.
Kyrie was behind the play, and he just beat back, helped the helper. That's why they're better defensively. It's not just Gafford. It's the guards helping out, making it tough to score in the paint.
Kyrie working with Gafford. Moody was there. And Moody drives the charge. That is rotation and weak side help.
That's what it takes. If you're going to keep 2 up like that, you need someone to get over, get outside the restricted circle. And Moody did that. He's so reliable defensively. It's kind of like his ping pong game. His ping pong game, his basketball game, you can rely on him. It's all
5 years of 300 or more. There's only been 7 of those in NBA history. James Harden and Clay have the other.
I think about the 2 that are above 40% there. So it's
at
not
that
just
kind of
about
volume.
It's just not about quantity. It's how you're shooting it percentage-wise. Unsuccessful challenge.
Moody drew the charge. That was kind of an easy call. Trace was held on the roll there.
That was not a good challenge. Maybe Coach Kidd was saying, you know what, you guys lost your challenge early. I'm going to do a challenge here, and it'll be unsuccessful so we can both play with no challenges left.
There are no challenges the rest of the game for either coach. You said it rolling out at the end of the first quarter. If the Warriors take care of the ball, they can win this game.
It's funny. You think 2 high-powered offenses coming into this game, but it's really been about the defense, forcing turnovers. The Warriors have 5 turnovers, and the Mavs have 6.
And the dunk into Gafford, but it's the points off of those turnovers. It's 10-4 favoring Dallas right now. The Dubs are shooting 38% from the field, so Dallas defense has just been as good as advertised, winning 11 of their last 12 games. Trace making another turnover.
See, that one wasn't really forced. He was thinking, I need to go drop step here. He had the right idea. He just didn't control the ball.
That charge on Gafford was his 2nd foul. If you could get his 3rd and get him out for the rest of the half, that would be a big change in this game.
He's their rim protection.
Because they don't have Derek Lively tonight with knee soreness. Warriors don't have Kuminga. Shoot 3 off the Kyrie creation, and Hardy able to hit that.
All that attention inside. They've been moving the ball a little better lately.
Aiden Hardy out of the G League Ignite. He was the 37th pick by Sacramento last year. Played off 1 foot fading away. The Warriors needed that.
He took his time there. They kept 2 with him, and he just waited till 1 left. Brought the ball over the top, faded away. That's enough separation for him.
Why is Dallas good? Is because when Luka sits, Kyrie cooks. He's got it now. Hardigan hits a 1-3. Paul stood him up, stayed with him, and then forced the air ball. Chris Paul could still play D.
Well, he had to get in first to take away the roll because they double-teamed Kyrie, which is the right idea. Then he had a long closeout getting out to Hardy, and he still moved his feet. That's what it takes to play defense in the NBA.
Guess who played every game in the month of March for the Warriors?
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul at age 38. Only one to do it. Clay missing. Trace fight for that rebound, but you see nothing easy inside against Dallas. P.J. Washington. Trace made him change that. Exum snuck in there, but Chris Paul, another steal.
Nothing inside easy for the Warriors either. Trace is in there.
Moody for the lead. He got it.
It might be about who can have a better shooting night. Inside scoring is struggling.
So the 6 of 11 on threes for the Dubs, the reason they have the advantage. Kyrie with that quickness floats and banks it home. Pure skill level, he's top 5 in the whole league.
Right.
On the handle, the shooting, the quickness.
Well, they just beat the Rockets. Ime Udoka said he's the best one-on-one player in the league.
Chris Paul turning the clock back tonight. CP3.
So you get Kyrie.
Got 7.
You get Kyrie stopping short outside the paint, off the glass, and then you get CP kind of the same thing mid-range. You're kind of stopping short of the paint now.
Chris Paul knocked it off of Washington's leg. So Chris Paul is putting on a display here.
He has been tenacious defensively. Quick hands, his feet. And he's like, yeah, I'm old, but I can still move. Don't count me out yet.
Year 19 for Chris Paul.
God, that's a long. You're 19. Just had quick hands.
But knocked it off his leg.
He hasn't lost that yet.
3rd in assists in league history. 3rd in steals in league history. 3rd oldest man in the NBA this year.
Been in the NBA for almost a score.
Step back in, Draymond back in. Chris setting up Draymond. And he goes up and in.
It's Chris Paul on both sides of the floor. 2 defenders kind of stay with him. There's a little space for that pocket pass. He's going to make it. No weak side help.
Kyrie on the step through. Moody knocked it away, but ricochet to Hardy. Skip out to P.J. Washington. Clay made him drive it. And just the closeout allowed his teammates to play D.
Can you get any separation here?
P.J. Washington, good recovery, blocking that shot. Kyrie, Dwight Powell, Warrior killer, gets the rebound, and he's fouled.
I was going to say, like, no Lively tonight, so we go, okay, great. Lively, he's been so good for them, but then that means more minutes for Powell. He's the guy that's usually gives the Warriors a lot of problems.
All right, we'll do an easy one and a hard one. Who's the longest tenured Warrior on the roster?
The longest tenured Warrior?
Yeah, he's playing Steph. Okay. Who's the longest tenured Maverick?
Dwight Powell.
Dwight Powell.
He's been there for a while.
10 years. 4 years at Stanford, 10 years in Dallas. And he would be on the all-Warrior killer roster.
You know,
he's having some of his best games against the Dubs.
It's pick and rolls. They're always throwing him lobs. He understands how to not overrun the pocket. He sets really good screens. He doesn't try to do too much.
But yeah, Powell, the longest tenured Mav, and that makes you appreciate Steph and Draymond and Clay and Looney. Not a lot of teams have guys that have that long tenure that are identifiable to franchise. And Powell misses both free throws.
You guys that know the way of the land that can tell the young guys how to do things.
Well, it sets up the culture for your franchise. Snap block from behind there. It's a lot. Eric Jones Jr. Jr. spinning on Steph. Oh, give me that. Curry with a beautiful steal. And they throw it away.
Steph kind of got tripped there a little bit too. He didn't fall over. The defender fell. The steal was nice. Look at the quick hands. We said Chris Paul has quick hands. Steph's like, hey, don't count me out. I can strip it like Iguodala too. That's well done. He's off to the races. It looks like it's going to be tough to get separation this game. And if that happens, the Mavs are really good in close games. That's one of the reasons they played well these last 12 games. They won some clutch games.
Well, the Kyrie game winner was incredible. Lucas had a few of them. GP2 knocked that away.
Yeah, their record in clutch games is 21-8. That's best in the league. And we know the Warriors have been in a ton of clutch games, close games.
43 of them.
Warriors are 15th in winning percentage. Mavs are first there.
In those clutch games. And the throwaway. GP2, the 180.
More turnovers. It's just they're winning in points off turnovers.
Well, the Warrior bench 15-3 advantage. And the depth of the Dubs showing off tonight.
That's one area where they got you last time, too. You need to win that battle. They're 10th in points off the bench.
Luka shot that from Fremont off the front iron. Wiggins on Hardaway Jr. Tim played good defense there. Whoa. Man, are they physical? Derrick Jones is selling out. Staying with Steph. Curry, spin, fade, fire. The rim and out. Podziemski with another offensive rebound. Curry reload three.
Podziemski saying, we've lost, and then find the greatest shooter that's ever lived. Good idea.
Miracle rebounding of Brandon Podziemski. As a guard, never seen anything like it, particularly for a rookie. Jones Jr. looking to high rise. Draymond was there, took it away.
He had nowhere to go because everybody else stayed home on that one.
Dallas had led by 9. This is the Warriors' biggest lead at 8. Coming upon the 5-minute mark of the first half. Step down the lane, blocked. Derrick Jones Jr. was waiting on him.
They've been up in their blocks lately. 7th in blocks in the last 12 games.
Got a whistle before the 3.
I've got to look at GP2. He's mic'd up.
Tell Gary on the flight tomorrow, why didn't he come down and go, watch this, Fitz, and then go up and dunk it? He's got a microphone on. It'll be fun.
Bro.
Doing play-by-play of your own stuff.
Bro, not everybody's thinking about you all the time. He's not going to say, watch how it fits during the game.
It's just you thinking about it all the time. Unbelievable. On the first tee come Thursday.
I'm going to beat you at some point.
DJ Washington off the heel of the rim. Warriors, the defense they've been playing on the road has come home. Steph missing, Draymond the rebound. Reload, Curry, 3. Yes, sir!
And offensive rebounds are helping you now. Remember, that's one way you can take control of this game or keep control of this game. The Mavs,
they're the smallest team in the NBA by height, but they're the best rebounding team. Sometimes it makes no sense. But give that guy an extra opportunity, and Curry's going to bury those triples. Oh, the GMC drive of the game, like Kuminga retired that. We should mic up nobody other than GP2 every game.
He's great. He's got the little teaching nuggets. He's got everything.
The Luka, please don't go this way. Steph had a block on Derrick Jones Jr. and then got the rebound.
You're getting some stops. Your defense is kind of leading the way, and then some of the second chance points. Steph's got 2 threes off of those.
17-2 run. And the last 14 unanswered.
You're losing sight of you on the baseline.
Wiggins digging in, but he'll get a blocking foul on Doncic.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It'll be the 3rd Warrior team foul.
That last offensive possession, though, there's 3 guys looking at Steph. And that's the Steph effect. You can get you discombobulated defensively.
Kyrie and Luka are doing their thing, but there's only 3 points off the Dallas bench. Kyrie's got 9, Doncic has 12. But if you limit just the superstars, you have an opportunity tonight. So far, so good.
Kyrie's tough off the ball. He juked you there. You have to get another defender at the rim, but he's so good finishing at the rim once he's in.
I just like how many games Kyrie has played this year. And he commits the fouls that Kyrie Irving, like Kawhi Leonard, like Paul George, no one questions their greatness. It's just over 82 games. How many games are you going to get out of these guys for health and being banged up and stuff? And Kyrie's been amazing.
This is his longest stretch in a while, and Luka loves it. Luka's like, man, he makes the game so much easier for me. You got that much talent playing beside you. Of course it does.
Steph Curry! He had made 3 threes. He had been 0 for 5 on 2s, but finally dropping that in. He's in double figures.
That's the marquee matchup. He had Luka guarding him. He's like, oh, I'm taking it, dude.
That left wing 3. LeBron left wing 3, Luka left wing 3. That's their offense right there.
And that step back, he can just walk into it. He's got a subtle lean forward. It's a subtle step backwards.
Came out the decision maker. It's a left wing 3 from Wiggins. Doncic, this is a career best at 38% from 3. And it's because he's taken a large preponderance in his favorite spot. Hardaway from the foul line.
It's a good decision by him because 2 defenders stayed up. Luka took 2 out of the play like Steph does a lot. Instead of going all the way inside where they've kind of struggled to score at times, even though they got 18 points in the paint. Stop short.
The handle on Exum stayed with them. They want to Steph relocate. It's going to be an offensive foul and a turnover on Podziemski.
Podziemski's just trying to free up Steph there. Maybe did a little too much, got a little handsy. Watch him trying to set the screen. You see that right hand. He's got it kind of hemmed up with the left too.
Yeah, John Goble is a finals level official. And so he let Brandon get away with maybe the first one, and then the second one. Then it's also an NBA official. The Gobles, 2 of them in the league.
Got a solid half defensively. 41% field goal percentage.
Exum, you mentioned you got to close out on him because of that 3-point percentage this year. Shot clock at 7. Draymond saw that the whole way. They tried to get it to Cleveland. Draymond, vision of the ball.
Trace did too. That was an awful decision from Luka. He doesn't make many of those.
You said Trace and Draymond at the 4-5 might be the best defensive 4-5 the Warriors can put out together. Steph went up and down there. He traveled.
He made his mind up to shoot it before he really had the space to. That was the Steph pick and pop. And it's another turnover. Watch him leave his feet. Oh, there's a defender there. I probably should have pump faked though, but I left my feet already. Would be a cool move if you could do it.
Doncic blocked by Wiggins. They didn't buy the front, and then they turn it over again. Man, the Warriors can't get out of their own way. They really can, and Steve Kerr's going to take a timeout.
That's a rough sequence.
The points off turnover t-shirt, by the way.
Oh, I got to get you that. Yeah, my bad.
I'll get you one, and then spend these last weeks with you, and I keep waiting every day.
Well, I just figured you wanted the actual cornbread, not the shirts. I got you some cornbread.
Can I both?
Of course you can.
Where is the love in this relationship?
I'm bringing it. I got you.
Wiggins had it knocked away. The Warrior turnovers are just prohibitive, adding to this lead. Hardaway Jr. missing that 3 step for the rebound. Their defense has been exemplary. They're holding Dallas to 40% shooting.
That last one was a block.
Steph up front on there. Draymond fighting for it, but Cleveland sends Hardaway Jr. on his way. And Doncic gets the freebie. So it's a 12-2 run for Dallas after the Warriors had 14 unanswered.
Go 2 for 1 here.
They lean back and will be called for an offensive foul. That will also go as a turnover.
They're trying to eliminate any unnatural shooting motion, and he kind of lunged out of his natural shooting motion back into Exum. Exum is trying to avoid him there. That's it. Now the Mavs are making their push here.
44 shot attempts and 11 turnovers and a 3-point lead. Dante Exum again. Foul him as they ran him off the 3-point line. Warriors had one to give there. Draymond knows that. It's not free throws.
It's just a tough closeout. It is playing out of those double teams as Kyrie's rolling out of it. He's a great decision maker, and they're just sharing the ball well.
And you keep looking at Exum's number. You're like 51.6 from the 3-point line. 51.
He only takes the good ones. His shot selection is immaculate.
Trying to do the impossible. Stay with Doncic. There is Exum taking the good ones and dropping it in.
That's it.
This is demoralizing for the Warriors. They had a 13-point lead, and their turnovers, they allowed Dallas back in this game.
And it's been a little bit of every kind of turnover.
Yep.
Some of the
throwaways.
Be quick, but don't rush turnovers where they're a little sped up, going too fast. Sometimes it's just
multiple offensive fouls.
Yeah, trying passes you shouldn't try. The offensive fouls on the screening.
This is how Dallas goes 11-1 in the last 12, though, is that if you make mistakes, they keep running it down your throat. The points off turnovers are 19-8.
You can't be frustrated, though. This has kind of been the Warriors' season at home. Weird things happen at home.
Draymond down the lane. He went to dunk it. Speaking of weird things, you miss a dunk, and Cleveland, fortunately, did not make that jumper. So tied at 49. Doncic had 17 and Kyrie had 12. I'll say the same thing you said at the end of one. If the Warriors stop turning the ball over, they'll win the game.
That's it.
If they don't, Dallas is going to grab this one. Warrior halftime live. Bonte, Mully, Festus on the way. Play in addition to the breakdown. And so you're shooting the same at 42%. The bench is outplaying Dallas. The bench has one turnover. That was the Pajensky illegal screen. So Doncic, Kyrie, and Steph are the only player in double figures. And Luka leading away with 17. Steph with 11. And this is where missing Kuminga and those 20 points are just really crushing the Warrior offense right now. But play good D and throw to guys wearing blue jerseys. That's sort of the MO to begin the second half.
That's the mission.
Go to a Doncic post up right away. And Kyrie for three.
That's the thing. If you're going to help off of Kyrie, you may have to get full rotation. Asking Draymond to help off him and get back, it's too much.
Dallas has to feel like they have a new lease on life. They Thompson from deep off the heel of the rim, but the Warriors had that 13-point lead with 3 minutes left in the first half, and it just all unraveled into a tie game.
The Mavs went into the locker room with all the momentum.
Doncic and P.J. Washington, Kyrie, Derek Jones Jr., and Gafford. And 2 straight threes to open. It's just how the game opened with 3 threes for Dallas.
That's all rhythm, and Luka's clapping it up. He can feel it. He's like, we got it right where we want him, guys. We got to keep playing.
The run grows to 21-2. Steph had Trace wide open for a dunk, and
the pass was too high and a little too fast. He's got to make that adjustment there. Defenders were looking at him. He had the right idea. And a lot of times the Warriors have the right idea with these turnovers, just poorly executed.
Doncic, Wiggins played the D there. So Steph and Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, and Trace. No Kuminga tonight. No Derek Lively for Dallas. Curry pulled the string short, but Trace another opportunity. Klay Thompson from the free throw line.
I think the Warriors need to keep attacking him on the glass. They're 23rd when it comes to defensive rebounding percentage. The Warriors can get some extra possessions there, especially with all these turnovers.
Kyrie traveled. So the Mavs give it back.
And they've turned the ball over, too. They've turned the ball over 12 times as well. Since the Warriors haven't been able to capitalize. Some of theirs are dead ball turnovers. So they're not able to just go down and score before the defense gets set.
And that really is the difference in the game. Both teams shooting approximately the same. Mavs had one more made free throw. That's the +8 in the points off of turnovers. Steph on a relocate three. Wiggins fighting for that rebound, but P.J. Washington came back for it.
And Derek Jones Jr. was coming in hot. He's seen that relocate before.
Doncic threw that off the backboard. He wanted to get it to Gafford on the lob, so that was a little sloppy. And Steph unable to hit that layup. It'll still, no, it'll be Dallas ball.
Couldn't get that point off of that turnover. There's a little bit of a bump there, too. Steph was wondering, and he felt like it went off of them. He's going to get neither the call nor the ball back. And there's no call. There's no foul there.
We're going to have a Warrior timeout.
question you have, if you're frustrated with yourself because of the turnovers, maybe frustrated at the officials, channel all that into a run here because you really need to keep contact.
Yeah, they always say, you know, hey, let me see the last 4 minutes of an NBA game. It may have been the last 3 minutes of the first half that decided this game. The Warriors have to try to re-win it a second time. You're up 13, and just the roof caved in. It's been all Dallas since. Play missing there, and P.J. Washington headed the other way.
Play was drifting left on that one. He had Kyrie under him. Had to be a little annoying.
Mavs have won 11 of 12, and Doncic rainbowing it in, and so the 13-point Warrior lead has become an 8-point deficit. And the game has flipped 21 points in 6 minutes of action.
That man has the easiest step back. Unbelievable.
Wiggins wing three. Good sign there. Warriors get a second player in double-figure scoring. Andrews got 10.
And Steph probing and creating. Defenders following him all over the place. Someone's going to be open.
Like you say, Kate, channel that frustration into a defensive effort and trying to grind your way into this game. P.J. Washington, an extra opportunity for Kyrie. Shot clock at 9. Doncic uses the ball screen, gets Trace on the switch. Wiggins recovered, and Draymond sought the whole way. For 3-on-2. You run these drills forever, and you want to get a foul or a layup, and Wiggins will get to the line.
That's a good foul from Doncic, but Doncic is going, hey, wait a minute, I haven't seen this Draymond guy this year yet. Draymond changes things in the paint, and he can lead the break to two defenders. He made 2 defenders commit. He made the right decision giving it to Andrew Wiggins when he did. But this crowd, you can feel it. This crowd is just waiting to cheer for something. They're aching like, come on, guys. We've seen you play so much better than this. We've seen you take care of the ball more than this.
A couple free throws for Wiggins, courtesy of Fiji Airways.
Get Andrew Wiggins going even more here. Get back to that Andrew Wiggins ball screens, Andrew Wiggins cross screens. Really make whoever's guarding him, especially if it's Luka Doncic.
Yes.
Work defensively.
You just said it. Make Luka work on the other end. Not a lot of free throws for either team. He's making both. Kyrie stop and go and float it in.
His game is so pretty. The hesitations, everything just flows.
Rudy out of the corner. Kyrie knocked it away. It's still Warrior ball.
Kyrie's bringing a little more effort defensively these days. And that has to be part of the reason why they've been 3rd defensively the last 12 games.
25 straight games played. Longest streak since 2016.
You can't be 3rd defensively for a long stretch and have a bunch of weak games.
I think Kalena Azubuike said, go back to Wiggins again. Why not? So he posted up Doncic, scored right over him. Andrews got 14 to lead the Warriors in scoring right now.
They don't have an answer for him in the post. He's going to get a great shot. It's just if he makes or misses.
Gafford on the roll. He was fouled from behind.
We're getting caught.
7.
Yeah, the Mavs don't really foul much either, so they don't turn it over on one side and don't foul another.
Oh, Moody knocked it away, and then he's going to be called for a foul as he was on top of Kyrie.
They're going for the loose ball. You'd love to see him let him play. He gets the hand on it down low, and he's trying to be quickest to the floor. Kyrie got on the floor too. And he got the hand around the head, the arm around the head. All right. But you don't want to stop your aggressiveness.
Nope.
If
2 Warrior team fouls. Mavs have committed 1. Look at Wiggins work. Hey, Doncic give it up. Moody's right there on Kyrie. Shot clock at 1. And that's great. 24 seconds of Warrior defense.
That's the rotation you need out of that double team.
Wiggins to tie it. He does!
And Steph was holding off his man from closing out like he really wanted to for a little bit there.
Kalena called for it. Go to Wiggins. Involve him. And he has answered the bell. Run Exum off the line. P.J. Washington flipping it up and in.
He had missed a few short. He made the adjustment there, but it's a lot of double teams, and they're trying to rotate out of it. They found the man in the middle, the odd man out.
Steph with a Steph on a relocate, but it's Clay cutting and couldn't hit that reverse layup. Step back, Luka. He loves that left wing three.
He can get that step back off over anybody. I keep saying it. It is amazing, though.
He's got 25 in the game, and Wiggins is fouled.
Because it's not like an aggressive step and then a huge step back and then a monster jump for the jumper. It's a set shot, and it's just the great footwork. You plant on that right foot, step back, and even a great defender like Draymond Green can't bother him.
25 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds.
You know what it feels like to have a go-to move like that, that you can rely on that much, you make it that much, you got to feel like a superhero. You feel like
he averages 34, 10, and 9. It's just amazing. Maxi Kleber's on Steph. And 2 men on him. Steph will hit the 3 off the front iron there. Trying to shoot over 2 bigs, and P.J. Washington running the floor.
It was Kleber running first that kind of set it up for Washington because Wojcinski had to take one of them. It was the guy in front.
They bottled up Steph Curry. He is 4 of 15 from the field. Moody an open 3. He got it. Moses Moody's got 9. He's 3 of 4 from distance.
Andrew Wiggins has kept it close. He's the one that created that. Took 2 defenders with him inside.
P.J. Washington with Draymond flying at him. And that closeout caused the miss. Mavs led by 9 in the first. Warriors led by 13 in the second. We were tied at halftime. Wiggins is having a quarter. Andrew Wiggins with 12 here in the third.
He's on one now. That's boldness, though. He just dribbled into that post-up. They gave him a whole side to work with. He's like, I'll take that.
Rudy knocked it away with ricochets to Exum. Shot clock at 8. Doncic right wing 3.
Kind of fell asleep on the weak side there. Draymond is trying to make sure he clogs up the paint ready for any attack, but you got Luka on your side.
Draymond will cutting Steph to line up and in. Offense is starting to look more fluid, but Dallas has answered the bell every time. Leba for 3. That one halfway down and out.
As long as the Mavs have played in this quarter, the Warriors are right here.
Wiggins to tie it. Just off iron. Rudy has done a good job on Doncic. It's hard to do. Skip pass to Exum. And he's human. Finally missed a 3.
He's 1 for 2, 50%.
Steph just dribbled off his foot.
And there's nights like this sometimes, and for some reason, it's happened at home most of the year for the Warriors.
I think when they look at the tape of this game, there's 14 Warrior turnovers. I think about 3 have had something to do with Dallas. I mean, it's almost inexplicable tonight.
But yeah, they're not a team that forces a ton of turnovers.
No, this is the Warrior. The wounds are self-inflicted. The call is coming from inside the house. Doncic another step back. Podziemski the rebound. He's just happy when Luka misses. Brandon to Trace. All moving around nicely with 11 to shoot. Trace Jackson-Davis. And the foul is Derrick Jones Jr. trying to go over the screen.
Turn the ball over, and you made him foul.
There's 14 Warrior turnovers. 1 have occurred from the bench players. And that was the Podziemski illegal screen.
You just saw why.
Moody, that's a tough 3, and he made it. Oh, that looked like Clay. Right. He came around to the right. Mark Cuban saying, wait, who's that Moses Moody guy?
He was drifting to his right, but he got his feet square.
4 straight game with Moody in double-figure scoring. The lob inside. Moses saw it, but a foul down low. GP2 was holding on to Gafford.
Small defender in there. The Mavs were trying to expose him. Moses Moody came in flying. Kind of like like he just came off of that last screen flyer, letting it fly.
Mandatory.
The baby couldn't match his energy.
GP2 mic'd up.
Oh my goodness.
It's all part of our Michelob Ultra courtside close-up.
He told Kai, no dunks on me, Kai. We haven't seen him dunk on him yet.
He's had a steal. He had a dunk. He made a baby cry. He apologized. He's done everything today.
The bench has saved the Warriors again tonight. 23-8 bench points.
Tim Hardaway Jr. speaking of bench points for Dallas. He hits that three to untie the game.
He's had some good games against the Warriors, too.
8 lead changes, 9 ties. Podziemski cutting. And the fadeaway is perfect.
Just got a head start on Hardy. He cut before Hardy saw him. So he got in the paint, then he was able to make the adjustment, the counter move. Like that action.
So Luka's sitting right now. This is where Kyrie Irving takes over. He had 57 points from 3 guys. PJ Washington, Luka, and Kyrie. Derrick Jones Jr. missing. Podziemski the rebound.
It's a good idea. Get the ball out of Kyrie's hands. They're going to double team him, deal with everybody else.
Podziemski's got Gafford on a switch. Can he drive by him? Sets up Payton for 3. And the rebound, Trayce Jackson-Davis tried to throw it off of Jones. Slow down Kyrie Irving. Buddy hops in the lane, floats it up and out. Moody with the rebound. Chris Paul gets to the sweet spot. That right wing elbow or that right wing baseline. CP3's got 9.
Those ball screens in transition are so effective, and Trayce was privy to it. Set a good one.
Kyrie rattled that one out. Trayce Jackson-Davis sends Chris Paul on his way.
We've seen some really nice drifting to the right jumpers tonight. Moody, Chris Paul.
Chris Paul head of the key. 3! CP3 becomes the 4th Warrior in double figures.
The Warrior bench has helped them take control of this game.
Final minute of the 3rd.
Just solid basketball, no turnovers.
They're launching 3. And Trayce Jackson-Davis, that's a man's rebound as he draws the foul on Gafford over his back.
It's going to take that kind of effort to out-rebound Gafford. And here you see the crowd getting into it. I told you they're aching to get behind him.
So you got to be over 19 years of age, or you've never saw Chris Paul play an NBA where Chris Paul wasn't involved.
That's crazy, right? You get to switch Gafford's on you, a little step back there. He's got that too.
The great ones read the game. What does my team need tonight? What can I do to help us win? Chris Paul set that screen, and then Podziemski found GP2.
Basket to settle a ball fake. Threw the whole defense off. Podziemski came off that Chris Paul screen. The defense could not find GP2. Here's a
9 unanswered, 14-3 run.
There's another double.
This is his 3rd. Derrick Jones Jr. There's Podziemski helping out. Cleveland, good rebound. Shot clock's off. Hardy will launch off front iron. Moody's got that rebound. 3 seconds to play, beat the clock. Moses to GP2, knocked out of bounds, and that will end the quarter anyway.
Amazing quarter though for the Warriors. The bench and Andrew Wiggins.
The big boss
there he
is in the building, checking this one out.
This is a good one to come to. Seems like this could be another clutch game. Again, Mavs 21-8 in clutch games. You got Luka back in the game. No Steph to start.
Chris Paul getting around Kleba, lost the handle, got it back, and turns and fires from the baseline. And Doncic the rebound. Luka Doncic. And Maxi Kleba, Dante Exum. Kyrie Irving. That's an air ball there.
Wasn't even close.
Wiggins was feeling it in the 3rd. Shot that a little flat and short.
They want to keep him involved all through the quarter.
Clay fought through that. Great defense.
He just read that handoff.
Holding Dallas to 41% shooting. Klay Thompson from defense to offense.
He said, I'll do that myself, thank you very much. He deserves it. Blew up that handoff. Might as well reward yourself. Kyrie's been one of the best fourth quarter scorers his whole career.
Doncic to Kleber. Rattling that out play with a rebound.
It's basically just trying to force other guys to beat you this whole quarter. Other than Luka and Kyrie.
Play. Off iron there. And Doncic with the rebound. Kyrie Irving. PJ Washington. Shot clock at 7. Luka, what a find to Exum. He'll drive. Pajemski's there, beating the buzzer. PJ Washington hits the 3.
Amazing. The pass set up that super long closeout, then Exum's drive attacking that long closeout, set up another long closeout. Get a good look there.
Think of the 5 that Dallas has on the floor. Kyrie, born in Australia. Exum, Australia. Luka, Slovenia. Kleber, Germany. PJ Washington, United States. I think the NBA is not an international game. Brandon Pajemski, Milwaukee.
He'll knock down those big timely ones every now and then. He had Kleber on him. A little step back.
Pajemski was plus 15 heading into the 4th. The best plus minus of any player for either team.
And Luka's got step backs. I got step backs too.
Luka Doncic is something else. He's got 30.
Well, he did get to play with Dirk Nowitzki for a while. That's where Dirk liked to operate.
Chris Paul got it back after deflected away. Chris Paul down the lane. Pajemski able to hold on to that. Brandon down the lane, flipped it up. And Looney sets up Chris Paul. Shot clock at 3. Warriors work to get that extra bucket.
Chris Paul has been big time tonight. Exactly what they needed. Look at his score.
Wiggins knocked that away.
Wiggins got a piece of it. Pajemski was saying challenge. They don't have any challenges left.
I wish everyone in the world played as hard as Brandon Pajemski. Give me 20 of those guys. Kleber down the lane. Looney.
Perfectly. Tried to trick Pajemski, baited him into that pass. Almost got the steal. And this is the great defense. Just
if he swipes down with his arm, it's a foul. Keeps his hands up, little hip check body.
You're okay with that.
Force the miss. Playing for 3. Looney fighting for that rebound, and PJ Washington comes up with it.
Looney's going to get a timely offensive rebound here. You can feel it.
Gafford on the roll. PJ Washington on the drive. Don't get Luka into that spot. Wiggins. I love how the Warrior defensive group has seen the ball tonight. The steals and the deflections, very aware.
Well, you need that, especially if they're going to double team this much. They did there, sent 2 defenders to Luka. The rest of the defense has to be aware.
See Jacob Rubin call the play as he ended up wiping down his chest. He knew what that out-of-bounds play was. PJ Washington missing and Wiggins with a rebound. That's the Warriors scouting. Chris DeMarco, Kenny Atkinson, Jacob Rubin, Lynn Robinson, all the guys that study all this tape and are ready as Wiggins is fouled.
Well, that's what happens. The other team does, and they go through that and shoot around.
But that was cool. Jacob was rubbing his chest. He knew this is what the out-of-bounds play is. Everyone looked at him, so they were ready for it to make Dallas have to go into multiple different actions.
So you have to be ready for the action, but then all the different reads that come in. Right. I mean, that's the tough part. Because everybody knows everybody's playing. Everybody knows split action, but there's too many reads.
Shot clock at 7. Moody from the corner. Moody kept it alive. Moody fighting it back. There's Kaman's rebound you called for. Wiggins from the baseline. All that.
This Mavs team, they're not a great defensive rebounding team as well as they play defensively lately. Looney knows this. Warriors have made on him at times. He still has these numbers. He's on the verge of getting another triple-double.
Watched him get Slovenia into the bronze medal game at the Tokyo Olympics almost single-handedly. Australia ended up beating him. The pride he has in his country, what he's done since he came over from Real Madrid, been playing pro ball since he was 14 years old, and he has exploded on the NBA the last several years.
It's funny, before the game, him and Steph were having a half-court battle. They were having a good time with that.
Kyrie is fouled, and he hits the free throw line jumper.
And GP2 is not happy with himself. You just get that defender on your back, and you just keep him there, and you rise up before he thinks you're going to. A lot of times you can draw the foul, and Kyrie's got such great concentration. Look at GP2 on his back. Just stops. GP2 couldn't stop himself.
And got him on the leg. Now, remember the game at Chase earlier this year? Dallas had 37 bench points. And tonight, to see them only have 11. Okay, Luka and Kyrie are going to be Luka and Kyrie. They've combined for 50 of Dallas's 82 points. But they're not letting anyone else really jump in.
The Warriors bench showed up big.
Gafford had Chris Paul on a switch. Looney looking for a cutter. That's a pass never should have been thrown. Those are the turnovers that you just want back.
You just got to be able to hold that one back.
PJ Washington able to score, and Steve Kerr going to use a timeout right away. The second unit's been brilliant. Can they not turn it on threes?
He's played so well. The bench mob stepping up big time. With the Warriors turnovers, when I talk about taking a beat, that's what I mean. It's like you see your teammate go to make a move as Steph misses the little floater there.
I think he was wondering if he was going to get a foul, but Steph has yet to shoot any free throws.
And if you take a beat, you'll see the defense has played it well, and you pull it back. Can't have turnovers now.
Gafford, Tim Hardaway Jr., Doncic, Kyrie, cutting back door.
That is quickness. You know, GP2, he said he wasn't going to dunk on him. That wasn't on him, but he was your man. You're responsible for him. He juked you out of your socks, but GP2, that doesn't happen very often.
Chris Paul and Steph, Draymond, GP2, and Moody. Clay is coming to the scorer's table.
And GP2 just ran back and patted Kyrie on the back and said, hey, you got me there.
Without Kuminga, you don't have that drive to the rim threat. GP2's done a good job inside. He's got 8.
See, that was solid. No turnover there. 2 stay with Steph. Make the easy pass to Draymond. Drive it in there. You see GP2 after you've made Doncic kind of commit.
Yeah, the shot clock had not cycled, so now they move it down to 21. They're not allowing a substitution there as Clay and Wiggins are at the scorer's table.
You got him waiting. Wiggins has been your best offense. You need him in the game.
Kyrie with that quickness, floating it up and out. Gafford with the rebound, putting it back in.
Draymond came over to help, and no one was able to account for Gafford on the boards.
So again, they're adjusting the shot clock down to 22. Have no chance of winning the game.
You wouldn't have the lead.
And that's why Wiggins 21 and Payton with 8 and Moody with 12 and Chris Paul with 14. That's why the Warriors this year, the deep team is giving them chances in games that normally they wouldn't. Extra opportunity here. Chris Paul driving in the corner, getting it back. Open wing 3. That's a good closeout by Gafford. He came flying out of there. And then runs the floor to score on the other end. Great end-to-end work by Daniel Gafford, and the Warriors have to use a timeout.
That was pinpoint accuracy from Luka. You got to get back. I told you they up their tempo. They shoot it superbly in clutch minutes. They pass the ball well and move it well in clutch minutes.
Mr. Kuminga will play Thursday in Houston, but they are desperately missing him tonight. 2-point lead in the ball. Steph draws a foul, but it won't be in the act of shooting.
You had the big guard and screen there. Body Steph a little bit. So many clutch games. Here they are.
So in clutch games, we mentioned the 44th for the Warriors.
Look at that defensive rating, though, for the Mavericks. 6th. That's the one you wouldn't expect. Offensively, pyrotechnics, yeah, they got great offensive plays, but they're getting stops.
Podziemski thought about that three. Shot clock at 7. He's got Gafford out of the lane now. Play. And Wiggins with the rebound because Gafford's not there, but unable to throw to a teammate.
And they kick Doncic, who's still back.
Hardaway Jr. ties it up.
Doncic got hit in the midsection.
He's been hot tonight. The Warrior reserves keep building the lead, and the starters come in and can't close it out. Wiggins attacking. It stayed on the iron. Dallas looking for the lead. Doncic. P.J. Washington comes in from the three-point line. And Clay, big defensive rebound. Game hanging there. We were tied at halftime. We got a 3-minute, 50-second game. Klay Thompson around and in.
You needed that one. You mentioned it. If he can come on strong, that would help.
Steph and Klay 10 for 29. But they won't matter if they have a flurry here in the final 3:30.
You know, when it comes winning time, they don't care what their shooting percentage is.
100%. Exactly right.
They're okay making big shots.
I think the next one's going in. That's why they're going to the Hall of Fame. Steph with the D, knocked it out of bounds. It's Dallas ball with 7 to shoot.
Moved his feet and reached in at the right time. Look at Klay's shot. He got every single piece of the rim with this one. And finally found the bottom of the net. That's what counts.
Only 7 to shoot. Kyrie Irving for 3. Podziemski. He's got rebound number 9. Wiggins has Gafford all the way out at the three-point line. Draymond attacking. Gafford goaltend. Draymond's so smart there. Get it off the glass. Once he touches it, after it's hit the backboard, it's goaltend by definition.
And forget the overpassing. Get it to the rim quick. You
Exactly.
see blocker coming.
Just put it off the backboard. He can't touch it after that.
That was the right idea. Your defender stayed with Steph. They got to rotate over. They didn't do it quick enough.
Clinging to the 4-point lead. You're under 500 at home. Can you get a big home win? Doncic for 3. Rebound loose. Draymond fought with Gafford. And Steph collects it.
You've gotten some good contests there. Got Luka popping back out of there. Got to get to him. They did.
Big trip down. Can you add to the 4-point advantage? Klay springs free for 3. Short. Luka and Kyrie. 2 closers on the same team. They've won 11 of 12, knocked out of bounds, but we got only 3 team fouls. Dallas has committed 2.
That time you switched on Luka. Whatever the defensive game plan is here, it better be executed to perfection.
Kyrie up top. Shot clock at 7. Draymond playing free safety. P.J. Washington, corner 3. Podziemski's got 10 boards. Trace has 10 rebounds. Podziemski's got 10 rebounds.
You zoned it up on that one, and you contested well again.
Steph's got Luka. It's a 1-4 set. Superstar against superstar. Curry drives by him, flips it up and out. Draymond tipped it. No. Yes, it was goaltended.
Washington got over there and hit it off the rim. Steph did the right thing. Get it up on the rim, give someone a chance to get an offensive rebound. The second chance points have been huge. Watch Draymond.
Yeah, it was over the cylinder. Now they can review this because it was called goaltending.
That was looked like it was over the cylinder.
Yeah. So
as far as possessions go,
and I'm going to give rare credit to Phil Polisino and Tommy Adza there. If we don't have that replay, they can't make the right call. So that camera on top of the backboard got the Warriors 2 points.
Need it. Again, keep trying to follow these shots up, getting second chance points. It was a great drive from Steph, and then you're aggressive on the glass if you're Draymond Green. Remember, Draymond Green has gotten some timely offensive rebounds.
But you said it, Steph drove it, at least drew defenders. That allowed that to happen. So up 6 now, 100 seconds of crunch time. Dallas went on that 13-2 run, and then the Warriors answered with 6 straight. Kyrie to Gafford inside. Draymond! What a block! He blocked it and took it away!
Might be the best help and recover of the season. That was
Something defensively.
He stopped the drive and then blocked his guy when they passed it to him.
Draymond driving, and he's fouled up top by Gafford well before the shot.
Draymond is incredible.
He's been a defensive player of the year. He's been multiple times all defense. He's got a 7'3" wingspan. He only goes about 6'6". He climbs the mountain, blocks the shot, gets the ball.
He single-handedly stopped Kyrie's drive and knew he was going to pass it to his guy and then blocked him. I mean, he is the reason they won the last game of the road trip, and now he's coming on strong here again.
Filling up everything in the stat sheet. Driving and laying it in!
I got you fired up right now. We want to keep you going.
Draymond Green, end to end. Final minute protecting the 8-point lead. Kyrie in open 3. Dallas isn't going away.
Well, Luka just discarded Andrew Wiggins, so Podziemski had to come off of Kyrie Irving to get Doncic.
They're standing at Chase Center. Can the Warriors execute the final 44 seconds?
You got at least 2 possessions here. You got plenty of time to go 2 for 1.
Podziemski holding out on Gafford. Podziemski going to drive the big man. Skip past to Wiggins. He drives the baseline to float it in. Wiggins with 23.
It's massive. He's got that baseline floater down, but Podziemski did the right thing. Just under control, poised under pressure. You don't see that for rookies as much as you see it with Brandon Podziemski. He made the pass after that drive, collapsing the defense, and Wiggins took care of the rest.
How much do you trust that rookie? It was Podziemski creating, and Wiggins has been 22-21, the Warriors winning the 4th. Guess how many turnovers they have in the 4th quarter? Just 1. The 1. They stop turning it over. They have a chance to win the game. Been saying that all night. P.J. Washington 3, and he lasers it home. Steph was going to use a timeout. He was pinned there with 2 defenders in the baseline.
Okay. Up 4 now. 2-possession game. That was a big shot.
102-98, Warrior ball. Draymond inbound. You want to get it to Steph Clay or Chris Paul, who are great free throwers. Now Steph is pinned on the sideline. He finds Clay. He has the layup blocked.
They got to go 2 for 1.
Kyrie down the lane. And he's fouled.
That's exactly what they needed, what the doctor ordered for them. Clay never saw the defender on his back. He just went up a little too nonchalantly.
If the Warriors had a challenge,
there's no challenge.
They would win this.
Look at Kleber coming in hot. Clay never saw him. That's a clean block. And now he just needs to make these free throws, and it's a 1-possession game. They're going to have to foul again either way.
Yeah, Draymond did not foul Kyrie Irving. He went straight up, and Kyrie jumped into him. He never came down. He had his principal verticality. That's a gift.
Man,
if the Warriors had a challenge, they would have won this.
Yeah, this is well guarded from Draymond. This is all they could do. He's backing up.
Straight up. He's backing up.
He jumps backwards.
Jumped backwards. Kyrie initiated all the contact. That should not have been a foul.
I want to see the 2-minute report on that one.
That would be wrong. The Warriors do not have a timeout.
So they're going to go for the steal and foul here. So you've got to get this in.
2 men are guarding Steph. You got to come back and help. Ooh, Clay nearly traveled. Clay using clock. And the foul.
It's just about making your free throws. Make both of them 2-possession game. Luka was calling for the walk there. That was close.
Klay Thompson free throws. Dallas does have a timeout left. The Warriors do not.
They need these both.
Klay Thompson at the line. .92% free thrower, hits the first. GP2 in for defense here. Chris Paul will check out. Nope, I think Who's going to sit? Okay, it's going to be either Steph or Chris. Chris will sit down.
And Dallas is just, if he makes it, they're just going to try to score as quick as possible, then foul again.
Monster free throws. Dallas uses their last timeout. This is exactly the situation the Warriors had in San Antonio.
39-13, who won that battle handily.
And the team that has the best clutch winning percentage, Dallas came in with 21 of those wins. No timeouts for either team. Don't foul a three-point shooter. Throw it inside to P.J. Washington. Kyrie in the corner. And it's the top of the backboard. And Draymond Green, he's as good a defender as his league has.
He did it perfectly. He just gave him no airspace, and he didn't foul.
5 wins in a row for the Dubs. They moved to 19-19 at home. They go back on the road. Houston has lost tonight. And here comes